Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining. We're going to be looking at the 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time in the readings for this weekend. I want to try something different out since the readings are so similar together. We're going to see if we can do this in one take. It might be shorter, but don't fret. The readings for sure pack a punch with its message this upcoming weekend. Let's take a look. The foundational message that we find in the readings is about what our relationship is like with God and with the people around us. The whole Testament, both old and new, is about the love story between God and his people and the roller coaster of a relationship that we have as people in our relationship with God and with everybody around us. In Exodus, in the readings for this weekend, we see how the message is how to treat others, especially people that aren't a part of your family, aren't a part of your tribe, right? Have nothing in common with you really, other than the fact that everybody is created in the image and likeness of God. And how do you treat others? This is the message that we find here in our first reading. We then go into 1 Thessalonians with the letter from Paul. He's looking at how the people in this community are treating each other and how they witnessed Paul and his disciples, and they saw what it looks like to actually live a life once you are following Jesus, once you are being a disciple of Christ. And he's giving them praise, and he's saying, good job, you've turned away from these pagan idols and you're now following the one true living God. Good job, you watched us while we were with you, and now you're imitating us because we were imitating Christ, and now you can live this life being a disciple. We then jump into, again, another trick question that Jesus has to face from the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And they're trying to trip him up. They're trying to get him to blaspheme. They're trying to get him to say something that they can nail him on. And again, Jesus, in his own genius, says that the whole purpose of the law was never to constrain us. It was never to be manipulative. It was never a show of force or a show of power. The law itself was to have us be in a guided, right relationship with others and with God. So when Jesus is asked, what is the greatest commandment, right? When he's asked, how do you prioritize all these laws that we have, and how can you say that one is better than the other? He surmises all of the laws together to what their true purpose is: to bring you closer to God and to bring you into right relationship with God and to right relationship with other people. Because every law that the people had was dealing with either what is your relationship like with God and what is your relationship like with others. All of that is wrapped up in all of the many, many laws that they had. And Jesus, again, says this is the point of these laws, that if you forget that it's to love God and love your neighbor, then you've completely misinterpreted what the law was for. And in many cases, you're abusing the law and you're taking advantage of other people and you're taking advantage of God's love. But he brings it down to such a practical level that really, at the end of the day, we complicate things ourselves. They're really that simple: to love God and to love your neighbor. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, you can click down in the links below to find all the great things that's happening here at St. Edward Catholic Church. If I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you soon.